What's going on, everybody? Josh Engleman here for Stokastic.com, back again with the NBA DFS contenders on FanDuel for Sunday, December 11th. Now be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you know when everything goes live. Follow me on Twitter at Josh Engleman. Let me know in the comment section who your favorite plays are, and then please go sign up at BetMGM. They are the presenting sponsor of this video. Link in the description. You head on over, you make a qualified deposit of at least $10. But what I want you guys to do, put in a lot more, because your first bet is a risk-free bet up to $1,000. Take the shot. Try to run up a bigger bankroll if you want. Worst case scenario, they're just going to fill it back in with free bets up to whatever that was. So if you put in a $500 bet and it loses, they're going to give you a $500 bet right back into your account. After that, you can get 2 free months of Stokastic Plus Platinum. You aren't finding a better deal anywhere else in the sports betting DFS industry. Now, we're going to round out the bottom of my top 10. Patrick Williams, Emmanuel Quickly, Terry Rozier, Clint Capella, and BOJAN BOGDANOVIC on the outside looking in. Who will be my favorites? My top 5 plays for today? It's time to find out. First up at number 5, I'm taking a look at Quentin Grimes. He's shooting guard, small forward, eligible 4,800, projected for 25. The goal is 34. He's in the optimal lineup 23% of the time. 33 minutes here for Grimes. He just starts and plays a ton now. 0.75 fantasy points per minute. Not the most exciting point per minute guy in the world, but sometimes you just need to find value somewhere, and his flexibility is what really helped here. 16% usage, 12 points, 5 boards, 2.5 assists, and close to 2 stocks. The real appeal here for Grimes, and really for anybody from the Knicks, it's a pace-up spot against Sacramento, a team without a very good defense. They gained 2.7 possessions over their average just by facing Sacramento. That is the big benefit we're looking for, and that is why I'm interested in Quentin Grimes. At number 4, I'm going to Houston for Jalen Green. He's point guard, shooting guard eligible, 6,700, projected for 34.5. The goal is 43.5. He's in the optimal lineup 23% of the time. It's a lot of scoring here for Green. You just kind of need this one to stay competitive. They are 10-point dogs against Milwaukee. That is not ideal. 35 minutes here for Jalen Green. A little over 0.9 fantasy points per minute. 27% usage. It's a lot of scoring. 22 real points. 4.5 boards. 4.5 assists. Maybe you get a steal. I like the scoring upside. At some point in time, like even at a 10-point line, we're talking about a Houston team that wins this game outright like 25-30% of the time. In those times, you're expecting a lot of scoring from Jalen Green, so that's the reason that I have some interest here. And even if it's just competitive, that's all what we're really looking for. 35 minutes of Jalen Green and his scoring, that's what keeps them in this game. At number 3, I go to Orlando for MARKELLE FULTZ, point guard, shooting guard eligible, 4,600, projected for 27, goals 33, optimal lineup 27% of the time. Guys starting and playing 30 minutes a game, you can't read into too many of these box scores. There's been foul trouble. He rolled his ankle and missed basically all of the second quarter in their last one. He's a 0.9 fantasy point per minute guy as a starter. This works for me. He's just underrepresented from a salary perspective, that is. 22% usage, 12 points, 5 assists, 4 rebounds. So he's touching a bunch of different statistical categories, a stock and a half. It is pace neutral against Toronto. This is sort of more like the Jalen Green against the Bucks situation. But MARKELLE FULTZ is only 4,600 and you get the MPE. He kind of just fits in any lineup construction that you're looking for. At number 2, I am going to TRAE Young. He's point guard eligible, 9,700, projected for 53.5. The goal is 58.5, and he is in the optimal lineup 30% of the time. 36 minutes for TRAE Young. He's like a 1.5 fantasy point per minute guy without DeJounte Murray and John Collins around. And this is a pace-up spot against a Chicago team that on paper has a good defense, but in practice doesn't. And no Alex Caruso makes it a little bit worse on the perimeter. 38% usage for TRAE Young. You got to just project him like he's Luka Doncic when there's no DeJounte Murray around. That's 35 real points. 10 assists, 4 boards. Maybe you get a steal. The raw point scoring upside here is gigantic. You're projecting him basically for a 30-plus 10 assist double-double. That is an insane start. The fact that he's not 10K makes this decision very easy. Now, before we get to the number 1 contender, one last reminder, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you know when everything goes live. You got to follow me on Twitter at Josh Engleman. I need you to let me know in the comment section who your favorite plays are. And then, please, just sign up at BetMGM using the link in the description. Get yourself a risk-free bet and 2 free months of Stokastic Plus Platinum. We stay on Atlanta for the number 1 contender. That is BOGDANOVIC, shooting guard, small forward, eligible, 5K, projected for 29. The goal's 35. He's in the optimal lineup 32% of the time. We know that he can play big minutes now, so I have to assume that he will. I gave him 30 in this 1.95 fantasy points per minute, and just the second primary creator for the Hawks now. 23% usage, 16 points, 4.5 boards, 3 assists, yet a steal. He's probably going to do a lot of the creation when Trae Young is actually off the floor. I love the spot against Chicago. Again, no perimeter defense from Alex Caruso. Bogdanovic is just not priced for what he's going to have to do with no Collins and no DeJounte Murray. And you get the flexibility of shooting guard and small forward. This one's really easy. He fits in every lineup you could possibly want to make. He's the first guy you should be putting into a cash lineup. He's your number 1 contender for today. Alrighty, folks, that will do it. Those are my NBA DFS contenders on FanDuel for Sunday, December 11th. DraftKings version's around here somewhere, so check it out. Good luck tonight, everybody. Win some money. We are back again tomorrow morning for another edition of the Contenders.